Point blank, my nigga, let's get it cracking. Lyrically picking the rope, you niggas is slacking. It's like the 90s return of the Mac.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, here on YouTube. Win, lose, or draw, baby, we here. DC for life. Win, lose, or draw, baby, we here. And we're here tonight after the Buffalo Bills game. Dallas Cowboys 10, Buffalo Bills 31. Came to play, Cowboys Nation. They came to play. And we come to talk about it. I want to hear what you guys got to say. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get this started.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, here on YouTube, the place where y'all can find my raw and uncut emotions about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365, and as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm DC for life. Y'all can't see it right now. I'm DC for life, y'all, and I'm DC for life, win, lose, or draw. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we went up to Orchard Park and we faced the Buffalo Bills, and if I do say so myself, it was kind of a disappointing performance, but y'all know how I start these out. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I want to hear what everybody got to say. I want to hear y'all thoughts, y'all raw and uncut. So y'all know how I do when I first come in my lives. I go to the chat. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go to the chat, see what's the deal, see who we got up in here. Nisi, how's it going? What is going on? DC for life, baby. What's going on? Saying to the max. Yeah, Zero Hopes in the building. Yeah, Cruiser Cruz in the building. Captain Tukey is in the building. All right, that's who we're starting out with. That's what I'm talking about. The real angry Cowboys fans wanting to express their opinions and what happened in tonight's game. Guys, I was so irritated. But at the same time, we were due for one. And I'm going to get into that. So let's see real quick. Bad loss today, but I ain't worried, man. We'll be back next week. That's what I'm talking about. We need some big body linebackers, man. We do. We need some big body linebackers. We need big body interior defensive lines whenever we're trying to stop that run. Man, they gashed us. The one that I came on here and said that we need to watch out for. We need to watch out for James Cook. Y'all, I went on Law Nation and was like, yo, we need to look out. We need to look out for James Cook. And that man gashed us up tonight. Oh, my goodness. Like I said, we're going to get into it, though. We definitely going to get into it. And Dak had no time to pass also. That didn't help, and receivers weren't open at all. Boom. Big body linebackers and run stoppers. Nisi, you're absolutely right. Zero Hope, you guys are absolutely right. Like, now I know what we was talking about with Shaq Leonard and everything. We need some beef. We need some beef at that linebacker position. The hybrid linebackers is only going to take us so far. You know, man, I was irritated tonight. But, you know, got to compose myself, come on here and talk to you guys. And what's going on, Randy Jackson? Free your minds in the building. Hey, David Gonzalez in the building. Carlito Cash, what's happening, everybody? What's happening? All right, let's see. Let's see real quick. I knew we'd lose, but I'm not too upset. All right, Cruiser Cruz. And we can still win the division if we win every game and if the Eagles lose one more. Yo, I'll tell you, for real, Eagles fans right now, they're kind of worried about going up to Seattle. I've actually had an Eagles fan say, like, yo, we're going to lose this game come tomorrow. So, fingers crossed, but the thing is, we can control what we can control. The Cowboys can only control what they can control. They need to go out and they need to execute. They execute, they win. whatever happens over there happens over there. Hopefully we get some people to help us out, other teams to help us out. But it just don't, it don't look good. It don't set right when we go up into Buffalo, another away game. And they're saying now, the narrative is spun that we can't really win away games. So we go to Buffalo and we lose again. They're going to be like, how they going to go to San Francisco? How they going to take care of themselves in San Francisco? Excuse me. Pardon me. But yeah, I'm coming down with something. 'Tis the season. But that one more game, yeah, you right if the Eagles lose one more game, but we definitely gotta figure something out in-house. We gotta figure something out in camp because, it wasn't the Eagles out on the field tonight. It was the Dallas Cowboys defense. And it's like, once again, they didn't show up, and I understand as far as the offensive side of the ball, I can give them a little bit of slack because, rainy conditions, but at the same time, you're going to be playing in conditions. Buffalo's not exclusive to having the conditions, to having the elements. What if you go to San Francisco and play in the rain in San Francisco? It might not be as cold, but it's still rain. We got to get acclimated to this, man. We do. Dang, that bugs me. All right. Yeah, Cap said we lost momentum on a couple drives, but we'll get it back. And that's one of the things that I'm actually going to point on whenever I get into my little spiel. Y'all know how I do. Carlito Cash. All right. Crazy how nobody on the D-line or linebackers could tackle today. McCarthy got to challenge that fumble or call a timeout. And maybe they should sign Sue because he plays angry, win or lose. Maybe they need attitude. I think that's what we need because with DeMarcus Lawrence, it was all cool whenever we beat the Eagles and he talking about hit him again till they quit. But, dog, one thing that I say in my lives before the games, when we discussing these games, like the day before it happens, I say the battle is won in the line of at the line of scrimmage. Pardon me, guys. It got me flustered right now. The battle is won at the line of scrimmage. The battle is won in the trenches, and we did not win that tonight, Cowboys Nation. We didn't win it. Like, whenever a running back would get stood up, they are pushing them 6-7 yards down the field, and we can't do nothing. Like, we need that grit. We need that grit back. Randy Jackson says, we got our asses whooped. DC for life. Go Cowboys. Yes, we did. We got our butts handed to us. For real. Oh, man, free your mind. What's happening? You're going to catch a little bit of the Angry Cowboys fan coming out right now. But, all right, let's see. That's not true. He played in 2 different leagues. Who we talking about? Oh, let's see. I don't know why they don't use the new wideout Martavis Bryant. Like, the only way that he would get any type of burn is if a couple of receivers went down. I think that might be a go-to for the future. Whenever they got him, I believe I said in my video that I don't think they're going to be using him this year. They'll probably use him more next year. See if we can move off somebody that's going to be a higher tab on the salary cap and use him instead. Or he could just be, it could be depth. But Carlito Cash, also Parsons got to stop disappointing. He played like just another guy and cancel that goofy ass podcast that he has on Bleacher Report. He hadn't done anything for us to care about, to be honest. But hey, we clinched. Yes, that was one thing that came out of the day. We clinched a playoff berth. No matter what happens at the end of the season, we're pretty much in the playoffs. But nah, I don't want it like that. Nah, we got to go into the playoffs with momentum. And the way I figure it, y'all gonna hear what I gotta say. All right. We're still good, but I agree we were due. And due for one, but we better do better after a loss. Yeah, man, you absolutely right. We got to do better after a loss. But the thing is, and I'm going to touch base on it, is that we do do better after a loss. We always do better after a loss. All right. That game was rough. That game was in the elements, man. That game was in the rain. And you could tell, like, from that first drive from the Buffalo Bills, we were fishes out of water. We weren't in our proper element. Yeah, it was turf or whatever, but as far as the rain, it threw us off. It did. Made Jersey slippery because defense couldn't tackle nobody. Ugh. All right. Zero hope. Oh man, James Cook looked like Adrian Peterson out there. He did. That was my main concern. I was like, Kansas City they locked down Diggs. They didn't have to worry about Diggs. They had to worry about Cook. And that was my prime concern. Like, yo, what are we going to have for Cook? What answer are we going to have for Cook? We didn't have one. So you look at Cook. What about a player like Christian McCaffrey? We going to be able to stop that? LT, Buffalo got us good. But I'm a Cowboy for life, man. It's all good. Past the past. Let's learn from it. Yeah, and prepare for next week. That's what I put on my social media. I'm like, yep, on the next week. I hope that the Dallas Cowboys are watching this game on tablets on their way back to Dallas-Fort Worth. Figure out where we went wrong, Cowboys Nation. We got to figure that out. We got to figure out how we can fix this run issue. Because like the 49ers said about the Philadelphia Eagles, here's the playbook. Here's the playbook on us. Just run it. Just run it on us. I mean, Josh Allen's his stats were nothing. You know, you would look at each stat from each quarterback and be like, "Wow, this was really a game." You know, oh my. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. I'm gonna get into it, and then I'll come back to the chat. But for real, excuse me, like I said, I'm coming down with something, but I still got to give y'all the content, still got to give y'all the raw and uncut, man. And I'll be the first one to say this, for real. Rain games suck. I don't care what you hear from these players talking about, oh, it's going to be fun to play in the rain. Nah, the rain games suck. They absolutely do. Oh, my goodness. Let's get into his stats. Josh Allen's stats. He was 7 for 15. 94 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown. The run game destroyed us. The run game simply destroyed us, Cowboy Nation. James Cook had 25 carries for 179 yards and 1 touchdown. And then he got us in the passing game with 4 receptions for 48 yards. That's what I was talking about, Cowboys Nation. We need an answer for it, and we didn't have it. Our defense couldn't stop anything. Like I said earlier, nobody won the battle at the line of scrimmage. When they were pushing the line of scrimmage, we couldn't even push back. Like it was said in the comments, Micah Parsons. When he don't show up, he don't show up. But the thing is that they game plan for him. They game plan to take him out of the equation. Every single team that's going to face the Dallas Cowboys, that's one of their plans on the offensive side of the ball. When they get in that meeting room, how do we shut down 11? How do we shut them down? And the Buffalo Bills did it tonight. They shut them down completely. See, and that's where Dan Quinn needs to come in. How can we counteract that? You know, because this is chess. It ain't checkers. They move, we move. Just like that. Oh, man. But also, another thing that kind of bit us in the foot, these stupid personal fouls. This being undisciplined, roughing the kicker. Like, bro, you better have that block in hand if you were going to hit that punter like that. Like, man. I mean, it was close, but wow. He took him out. It was it was drive extending personal fouls. Like, there were fouls that they would have been 3 and out hadn't we committed that foul. Like, come on, guys. We better than that, Cowboys Nation. We are better than that. J-Ron Curse targeting, going in, hitting that receiver in the head, helmet to helmet. I'm surprised they didn't eject his butt. Things like that. Man, they outplayed us. They outplayed us in every facet of the game. They were more physical. They were more hungry. Yes, they're playing for their lives right now, Cowboys Nation. They are playing for their lives right now. And the thing is that in the playoffs, each team plays for their playoff lives. You know, each team is going to be hungry like the Buffalo Bills were today. We need to stand up to that. We need to be able to combat that. We need to be able to go toe to toe with that hunger. And from the first drive, I didn't see the hunger. I didn't see like them up. I don't know. It was a different vibe in that when the game started. It was a different vibe. Warm-ups looked like a different vibe. Man. Our tackling, oh my goodness. The tackling tonight, oh, they was just sliding through defenders. Tackling was non-existent. Like fundamental things like that. Wrapping people up, it was non-existent. You ain't going to win no playoff games doing that. You ain't even going to win a playoff game against the NFC South doing that, Cowboys Nation. Oh my goodness, I'm irritated. Our offensive line, it couldn't keep Dak clean. Had 3 sacks on the night. 3 sacks on the night. The pocket collapsing. Oh, we lost Zach Martin. Don't know what's going to happen with him. Now we got Josh Ball in the game. We had a rough outing, Cowboys Nation. We had a rough outing today. But that doesn't mean that we get down. That doesn't mean that we sulk, Cowboy Nation. We can't do that. In the lowest of the low, that's when you got to rise up. Right now, we at the lowest of the low. Right now, we at an L. We got to take this L on the chin, take it home with us, put it on the mantle. We got it. It's ours. We lost. But we got to correct the mistakes, Cowboys Nation. Got to correct the mistakes. Like I said, man, they better be watching the film on tablets, on the plane, on the plane ride home. Because they got to learn. If they don't learn, it's gonna be an early exit from the playoffs. It's gonna be another one and done. It's gonna be another divisional and done. Even if we get past the NFC South, there we go, divisional and done again. But y'all do know that the Cowboys are the only teams that have Super Bowl aspirations from the 3 and 4 letter networks. Every year the Cowboys have to make it to the Super Bowl, but that's our standard too. We have a Super Bowl or bust standard, you know. But let me go ahead get up to this chat real quick, try and catch up with some people, see what the deal is. Right. All right, we good on the super chat because we good on the super chats because last time I missed the super chat, and actually, matter of fact, let me go ahead and holler that person out. Randy Cardell hit with $7 super chat the other night, and I didn't even see it. My apologies, my guy. I will keep an eye out for that. If you watch this live, I got to it. My bad. Next time you come on, I'll hit you off again. But he asked me if I ever played in the NFL. No, I've never played in the NFL, sir. I've played semi-pro a few years, but other than that, nah, just regular football play like, any typical guy. And also he asked about why were we underdogs going into Buffalo? Because it was an away game for us. It was a home game for Buffalo. That was pretty much it. We were only a 1.5 dog. So, but I truly appreciate you giving that super chat. If you watched this, my apologies for missing it the last time. But I got you, my man. I got you. All right, let's go up to this chat real quick. Hey, I see Dak Delusional in the house. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Bam. Free your mind. Starts it out. Super chat. Yes. I just sat down to a catfish plate. This is my contribution. I'm in the cut and still DC for life. Yes, sir. In the cut, DC for life. Go ahead and enjoy that catfish. Enjoy that catfish and remain DC for life. That's my man, Free Your Mind right there. Man, I'm not down. I'm down, but I'm not super down about this loss. Like we said in the comments, we were due for one. And if you guys pay attention, what happens whenever we have a loss? What happens to the next opponent that we see? Go look at the schedule. Whew. It's bad for him. All right, let's see. I'm definitely disappointed. I was hoping we lose a close one. Yeah, a close one would have been nice. Like, I said that to my brother as we were watching this game. I'm like, wow, it just seems like the Cowboys can't be in a close game. Like, we have a couple, like with the Chargers, but it's either we blowing people out or we losing by a couple touchdowns. Like, what is going on? We need to have one of these close games. The Bills game should have been close, but you can't do nothing when your defense can't stop. Oh man, see, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but defense, y'all got to do better. Like that defensive line. Now that Jonathan Hankins is gone, well, he's down. Don't know how long he's going to be out. Hopefully, he's back for the Miami Dolphins game, but. Mozzie, you got to step up. And yeah, that's something I want to talk to y'all about. Like Mozzie Smith, everybody considering this man a bust. Like, I really don't consider the dude a bust. Like, can you give him more than just half a year to get his footing, to get himself acclimated to everything that's going on? He just came from college to the pros. Like, dang, let's give him a little bit of time before we consider him a bust. But we need you to show up, bro. We need you to show up. Playoff football is now. Playoff football is now. It's not in a few weeks. It's now. That's how we gotta treat it. But Free Your Mind. I truly appreciate you, man. Go enjoy your dinner. Unless you're talking about the game, how the Cowboys went into the Buffalo Bills Stadium and we got catfish thinking that it was gonna be a good game. But I truly appreciate you, bro. I truly appreciate you. I truly appreciate everybody that comes here and enjoys these lives with me. It's great to talk to Cowboys Nation. For real, for real. All right. Let's see. He said, all right, I'm DC for life too, but I'm going to need this team to play with heart and not waver. Yes. When losing, I didn't see anyone encouraging each other. And my thing was, they talked about that. They talked about that before the game. They had the DBs back there, kind of bigging each other up, like picking each other up. Oh, and whenever we get together, we big each other up. Slay said the same thing. He saw that on our sidelines whenever they were playing us. Oh, something happened? Oh, man, don't worry about it. Next play. Where was that tonight? Everybody just had their heads down. I mean, I understand, like, if you get a touchdown, like CeeDee Lamb got that garbage time touchdown, he just handed the ball to the refs and kept it moving. Ain't no gritty and stuff like that. No, you ain't celebrating. We losing. Man, but as far as encouraging, yeah, like, encourage Dak for throwing that interception. And I watched that interception, Cowboys Nation. I watched to see what had happened because I couldn't wrap my head around it. I watched it in slow-mo. The lineman puts his hand up as Dak throws the ball. The lineman puts his hand up and the ball, boop, hits right off the top of his finger. Makes the ball sail over Cooks right into an interception. Like, that was a good heads-up play by the lineman. That wasn't just it left Dak's hand and it sailed. No, the lineman hit that. I'll actually find it on the All-22 and show y'all because, you got it. No quarterback had a good game. I don't want people to leave this thinking that, oh, man, y'all won't even give Dak any part of the blame. Y'all are delusional Dak fans. Like, no quarterback had any type of good game. It was their run game that killed us. Like, no, we couldn't get anything started, but we couldn't get anything started as a team. Not just the quarterback. So don't be going out there trying to slay Dak Prescott. And I hope that being in this live that y'all ain't that type to go and just slay Dak Prescott because our team loses. Please. All right. Yeah, I mean, Martavis Bryant, he hasn't touched the field in almost 6 years. He's been doing his calisthenics and keeping up in shape, but as far as like NFL speed, bro, you haven't been going NFL speed in years. Like, he is not something that we need to toss in the game and experiment with so late in the season. When they got him, I knew it. I was like, hey, it's a cool addition, but he's not going to play this year. No, he's not going to play this year because it's too much of a gamble, and we are in too sensitive of a spot to say, hey, you still got something? So he's not going to make any headway until, off-season training camp, position battles, things like that. That's when you'll see Martavis Bryant start poking around. But right now, we just got way too many receivers that have been with the team that are, frankly, a little better than him. So he ain't going to see the field. Not this year. That delusional Dak. Let's hear the excuses. How Cowboys defense stopped Dak from doing his job. Are we still blaming Kellen Moore? Dang, delusional Dak fan. You be going to all the content creators doing this. It ain't just me, so I'm grateful. But man, like I said, no quarterback had a bang out game. It's not like Josh Allen went in there and threw for 350 yards. Nobody did. It's a team effort. Like, because the team loses doesn't, to the 4-letter and 3-letter networks, it falls solely on Dak Prescott. But us as sports fans, people who have played the game, people who can see, knows, people that have been a part of a team sport, they know that it takes the entire team, not just the quarterback. Because the quarterback can't block for himself, and his pocket was dirty the whole game. Excuse me. But for real, how much responsibility do you want us to put at the foot of Dak for tonight? For the elements, for the rain, what do you want us to put at the feet of Dak Prescott? Because right now in your thing, you said, excuses from making Dak not do his job. His job is to get it started, to try and get it started, right? His job is to get it started. It couldn't get started tonight. The Bills were well prepared for us. So as far as excuses and blame placing, it's a team thing. The whole team gets the loss. The whole team gets the blame. Dak Prescott does not get the L. The Dallas Cowboys do. So it's the Dallas Cowboys' fault, not just Dak Prescott's. How much you think that the flu bug played a part in this beatdown? I mean, it could have been. I know Stephon Gilmore, he felt under the weather. Micah Parsons just got over it, but he said that there were some people in the DBs that had gotten the flu. But I'm the type of dude, like, if you can go and you can go 80%, I mean, we say, oh, Michael Parsons played through the flu. Michael Jordan played through the flu. If you think you can play through the flu and you step on that field, give 100%. You know, don't stop running before the whistle blows, before the play is dead. I've seen a lot of that tonight. Oh, man, let's see. Yeah, see, I don't even want to lose that stuff. And there are a lot of flags that also extended drives for Buffalo. We need to be more disciplined, and it's getting annoying. Exactly. Discipline. These stupid personal fouls. Why? And I know momentum carries you, and I seen the whole DeMarcus Lawrence thing, and Josh Allen kind of overacting about it. Like, he hit me in the face. He didn't touch his face. But still, your momentum carries you. Can you turn to the left a little bit so you don't plow through the quarterback and give him 15 more yards? Like, man, make your legs go limp. Just fall. Do something. Don't just careen into the quarterback. That's going to get us penalized. That's going to put him in plus territory, which it did. Like, guys, please. Cowboys, can you do that for me, please? But, yeah, Mojo, what's happening, man? Said, we will bounce back. That's the key, Cowboys Nation. We will bounce back. I'm going to get back to my stuff real quick because that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. We going to bounce back. We're not down. Y'all know how we get down. You know, y'all know how we get down. That's the one thing that I can find solace in and be humble. After a humbling ass kicking, we come back even stronger after the loss, Cowboys Nation. We lost to the Eagles in Philadelphia. And then we came back and we dropped 49, 33, 41, and 33. We bounced back from the loss and we got better. With the San Francisco 49ers, the catalyst of them all, the butt kicking of them all, we learned from it. Got our wins. Started getting ourselves together. Got our wins. After the Philly game, butt kickings. We got humbled today in Buffalo. We got to be better. But we know we can be better. We need to tighten up on defense. We need to keep our quarterback clean. The battle at the line of scrimmage is the most important thing in football. If you don't have a line of scrimmage, you don't have a team. Because they will run right through you every single time. And honestly, I don't know what's going on with Zach Martin. I've been looking online to see how serious his injury is, and as soon as I have an update, I will bring you the update on Zach Martin. But Josh Ball, whoo! At that point, the line collapses. When you put Josh Ball in the line, it is such a weak link that people exploit it, and they get to Dak. But y'all know, and I'm going to prepare y'all now. I'm going to prepare you. Y'all know the haters. They're going to be licking their chops at the fact that the Cowboys lost tonight. They're going to be licking their chops, guys. I mean, we play like crap. Do we deserve it? You know, but I've already got Eagles fans, you know, the people that are my friends who are Eagles fans posting memes and celebrating the Cowboys loss like they just beat us. You know, they're going to be coming from everywhere. Even some of our own Cowboys fans are going to be hating on Dak Prescott. And that's a shame, Cowboys Nation. That is a shame. But the haters going to be in your DMs or on social media everywhere, just mocking the Cowboys. Y'all know Shady McCoy and Joy Taylor. They're going to be celebrating on Speak tomorrow. they're going to be like, the narrative is going to be like, see, I told you we need to wait before we crown Dak Prescott as MVP. My bet, they're going to push Tyreek Hill even more. But the good thing about that was the fact that I believe the Miami Dolphins won, and they won without Tyreek Hill. So that argument on, look at them when they're with Tyreek Hill as opposed to when they don't have him, that's kind of in the mud right now. So the MVP race is still muddy, Cowboys Nation. You know, still got the Brock Purdy, you know, Dak Prescott, Tyreek Hill. That's pretty much your three. Pretty much your three right now. And I hope we can clean it up to where Dak can get back on his horse and, you know, still get that recognition. But y'all also better get ready for Dan Orlovsky. He is going to come with a vengeance. Even though Josh Allen really didn't do much. I mean, he had a rushing touchdown. It was pretty much a tush push, and he had 94 yards. He didn't do much, but Dan Orlovsky is going to make it sound like he moved heaven and earth to beat the Dallas Cowboys, or why he should be considered in the MVP conversation, even though it's James Cook that's balling out for him. He's gonna pitch that. I got a feeling. Oh my goodness. But there's gonna be a lot of anti-Cowboys rhetoric at the 4-letter and 3-letter networks tomorrow. But y'all know me. If there is, and they out of pocket, and if it's not warranted, I gotta give them, if Stephen A has that smoke for the Dallas Cowboys, and he's just not saying, "Dear nauseating fans, dear nauseating," if he's not just saying that, and he's spitting the real about what we look like, what can I say? But as soon as he starts disrespecting the Dallas Cowboy fan base and Cowboys Nation, man, I gotta say something. But for real, y'all just get ready for that. But like everybody said, we're gonna make a comeback. And fortunately, unfortunately for the Miami Dolphins, it's going to have to be on them. So we are gonna have a comeback. Oh, we got another super chat. I don't want to miss him. Burl with the super chat. All right. I'm not a fair weather fan. What? I'm not a fair weather fan like Free Your Mind. Free Your Mind. I don't think Free Your Mind's a fair weather fan, but y'all, come on now. We DC. We DC. Tell Dak delusional he kissed. Oh my goodness, I can't say that. Come on now, y'all getting me into some predicaments. But right now, guys, like we gotta just woosah. It's a loss. It's a loss. We gonna bounce back. Lewis just said it. Cowboys will be okay. We will be all right, Cowboys Nation. It ain't like the sky's falling. We lost to a good Buffalo Bills team. We lost to a hungry Buffalo Bills team. We lost to a scratching and clawing to get in the playoffs Buffalo Bills team. They know that they are a team that deserves to be in that playoff bracket on the AFC side. So they are going to do everything in their power to make sure that they get there. And one of those things that was standing in the way was us. We didn't bring what we were supposed to bring to combat that. And we got rolled over. But, like I said, we keep rolling. Next week, we play the Miami Dolphins. We can't let this, we can't let this derail us from the mission. Like Nisi just said, we clinched. We are invited to the dance. Yes, excuse me, we have been invited to the dance. All right. Ha, shit on Stephen A. Smith. Dang. All right. Niner for life. Yeah. Oh man. Oh boy, we got some. Oh man, we got some trolls in here. Yeah. Appreciate you, Sin. We got some trolls in here, man. Come on now. We in here trying to have some classy cowboy conversation. Don't need no knuckleheads coming up in here and making it hard for people. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. That Dan Orlovsky was 0-16 one year, right? Yeah. Or Miami ain't built that way. Okay. They will not run the ball like Buffalo. Yeah, they may not run the ball like Buffalo, but what about them jet sweeps and them end the rounds with Tyreek Hill? That man can scat. But also, we don't know the extent of his injury because he missed today's game. So, but then we still got to stop, what his name, Jalen Waddle? Yeah, we still got to stop them. Yeah, Orlovsky wasn't even sniffing the playoffs. All right. Mojo said, sometimes I feel like in this world of NFL football, the only thing that matters is if the Cowboys win or lose. For real. For real. I have so many Philadelphia Eagles fans and 49ers fans just hitting my DMs and everything. Talking about, ha, 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 y'all couldn't get it done against Buffalo. Ha, ha, ha. How y'all gonna beat us? Like, yeah. Why do y'all care so much? Why do you care? If the Cowboys win or lose, it's just to be it's to be trolls, guys, and don't let the trolls bug you. Like, I had to learn that from y'all. Like, dang, excuse me. Like I said, I'm coming down with something, but like I asked y'all, I asked y'all something in the community tab, and I just wanted to get Cowboys Nation, the Angry Cowboys fans' opinion, because you guys, and I want to make this clear, you guys matter to this channel as much as I do. And I like to run my ideas by you guys so that, we have a better experience. Oh my goodness, we got another super chat. Let's go ahead and see. Hey, David, what's up, man? Thank you, David Gonzalez. I appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Said we are so close this year. Hopefully we can get healthy quickly. I believe we can handle the 49ers. We just got to play smarter. Yeah. Yes. Boom. Get that a heart. We have to play smarter, Cowboys Nation. We have to be able to stop the run. The 49ers, they're going to be using so much motion in their play calling that they're going to try and throw us off. And I've been seeing a pattern. When they go motion left, they always run right. They try to throw us in one direction to get us to go that way, and then they run the opposite direction. But right now, we need to handle the Miami Dolphins because we didn't handle the Buffalo Bills, unfortunately. We got to handle the Miami Dolphins. But you are right, David. It just feels super close this year. Something in my gut. I don't know. And I don't get this feeling every year. I don't get this feeling every year because we're making it to the playoffs. We always make it to the playoffs. This year feels different. We got to get that feeling back. They got to get that feeling back in the locker room because I know right now, it's tough that they lost and everything, but you got to have a short memory in the NFL. And I talk like I've been there. But in sports, you got to have a short memory. Like, yes, we lost that. Yes, we had issues. What were those issues? Correct those issues. That's what needs to happen. David, I truly appreciate your super chat. I really, truly appreciate you. Thank you for what you do for this channel and continue to be DC for life. Yes. All right. Now, what was I talking about? Oh man, nah, but the the hate's real, and I don't understand why. It's just crazy to me. But y'all ain't gotta be up in here saying no crazy crap. People are good in here. Oh, somebody talking about the Texans? See, I'm over here previously in the chat. Oh man. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just catching up. Hey, let's get to Keith. Keith Davis. DC for life. Sometimes life is hard. But so are we. Yeah, man. DC for life, like you said, but sometimes life is hard. It is. Like, I know sometimes being a Dallas Cowboy fan can be hard. You know, we have been starving for the championship for 28, 29 years. You know, some of us haven't had the championship in our lifetimes. But one thing that I don't understand from the 4-letter and 3-letter networks, as well as some fans, it's like, y'all want us to be in the NFC championship game every single year. Like, I look at it as, you know, playing chess. Like, okay, if we don't make it this year, what can we do to correct it so that we can make it closer next year? And we've been doing that for Dak Prescott's, you know, we just haven't had that it. But I don't know. I just feel like this year is that it. But anyway, I'm going to have to, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm actually going to have to start setting some moderators. I got one moderator in here, but I think I'm going to have to start setting a few more just so that, you know, so that we ain't got no dummies in here. We don't want any dummies. We have #CCC, Classy Cowboy Conversation. And if you can't bring any classy cowboy conversation to the conversation, don't need to be in the conversation. What we like to do, we build over here, trolls. Whatever troll is in here, we build over here. And if you can't bring bricks to build with, please don't join the conversation. Please see your way out. Please. And also, like I was saying earlier, you know, I put the question up in the community tab. If y'all wanted me to, you know, go faceless YouTube or, you know, continue to stick to what I'm doing and just to get y'all take on it, to get y'all temperature, to see what style of content you guys would prefer. I had one guy, you know, he preferred, he said I wasn't easy on the eyes. He said I wasn't easy on the eyes. So, you know, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to ruin your day because of my ugliness, but, you know, I'm just trying to give you some Cowboys content, you know. Dang, I didn't know I had to be, you know, in a modeling competition. But I hear what y'all saying, and I appreciate y'all feedback because I really want this thing to grow out, to blossom out even more, to go with podcasts as well as what I do right here, and that's bring y'all my raw and uncut Dallas Cowboy content. So I'm about to hit these comments real quick, and then I'm going to let y'all go for the night. But y'all know I'm going to have more videos going to be going live again next week so we can talk about the upcoming Miami game. I'm going to do that before Friday. You know, we're going to do that a little earlier in the week. So please keep a lookout for that. But let's see if I can get a couple more. Hankins and Martin going to be back. Hopefully Malik comes back soon. We're going to be all right, Cowboys fans. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know about the whole Micah sucks thing, but your comment is right on point. They're going to be back. We're going to be all right. Let's not press the panic button as of yet. Buffalo Bills were a good team. They have, as much as everybody talks about Josh Allen, they have Josh Allen. And even though he wasn't spectacular tonight, he is still registered as a threat to the opposing defense. You still have to account for him. So even though he didn't ball out tonight, We still had to account for him. We couldn't account for the running back, and we got smashed. Point blank, period. In the story, we move on now, and now we move on to the Miami Dolphins. I will be bringing up this last game just because the 4-letter and 3-letter networks are going to be spinning some crap, and you know me, I got to call them out. So, prepare to hear about that. But as far as we go, Cowboys Nation, it's on to Miami. We dropped this one. It's on to Miami. All right. Let's see. Oh no! Don't choke. Don't choke on the catfish now, free mind. All right, Carlito says, "Let the haters come. I'm here for all the smoke." Girl, that's why this game was so hard to swallow. Now Joy and Shady get to piss all over us all week. That, yo, is that the? It's like, man, that's like one of the first things that popped in my head too. I ain't even gonna lie, Verl. I was like, damn. Now they gonna get to just laugh in my face, and it be warranted because we didn't show up tonight. You know, why did we get on the plane if we wasn't even gonna play in the game? Bars. But I hate the fact I hate being able to give the haters ammunition, and a loss gives the haters the ultimate ammunition. And so now I'm like, okay. Now we had to combat because they're going to get overzealous and they're going to start saying things that are just way out of the realm. It's like, okay, now hold on. We lost the game, but nah, it ain't. Nah, I can't say it ain't like they blew us out because they blew us out. But it ain't like Josh Allen had a great game. And I don't want to hear Dan Orlovsky preaching that stuff about Josh Allen and the MVP like, he didn't do nothing this game. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, we got 3 games left, so I'm not really worried. Man, Al, I'm not really worried either. Going into the season, I had the Cowboys at another 12-5 season. I was like 12-5 or 11-6 at the worst. You know, so I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about the schemes and the technique and the grit and the want when we make it to the playoffs, because it ain't we'll just bounce back next week. Y'all know it ain't that in the playoffs. So I'm going to need them these next 3 games. I'm going to need them to have that grit back. And the last time that we lost, we went on a 5-game win streak, Cowboys Nation. 5 games. We got 3 games left in the season. What happens if we go on a 5-game win streak now? Just saying. That's the last 3 of the season, plus the wild card, plus the divisional. That's NFC Championship right there. Let's get that grit back. We lost. Take it on the chin, and that's what's going to happen. So, guys, let me go ahead and look at a little bit more. Hey, who cares about who talking about the Texans? Oh, Eastside Herald, the Texans won. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. All right, it's called YouTube. Everyone has it. Don't feel special. Thank you, Sin to the Max. Yes, everyone be nice to each other, please. Everyone be nice. We all have our own team. All right, Joy and Shady don't got much to say unless the Eagles win and win it by then 10. Then they can speak. And Gino or Locke are gonna torch this already terrible secondary. DK, JSN, and the other receivers. I'm looking for DK, especially if Slay ain't gonna make it. I'm looking for DK to have a good game against the Eagles tomorrow. Hey, another super chat. You They hate us because we've been spanking them for life. And our so-called losing seasons are almost always actually winning seasons. Free your mind, 619, you are absolutely correct. That's one thing that doesn't get past these so-called Cowboys fans. It's like, yeah, we may not make it to the NFC championship game, but making it to the divisional round, that's good for a quarterback. Hey, thank you, Niner Gang. Yo, we appreciate you. Nah, but that's good for a quarterback. As far as resume goes, as far as getting signed to another team, let's just say like quarterback goes 12-5 and is a free agent, makes it to the divisional round, and is now a free agent in the offseason. You don't think that quarterback's not going to get signed? For real? Like, it's great if you make it to the NFC Championship. It's more incentive. Super Bowl, more incentive. But it's not like you are going to get frowned upon because you have a winning season and fizzle out in the playoffs. It just doesn't work that way. To us, it works that way. It's like, oh, you just can't get it done. And, yeah. But it is an actual winning season. Free your mind, 619. I truly appreciate you. Truly thank you. Yes, thank you for being DC for life, and thank you for being an Angry Cowboys fan. And, yo, Niner Gang says, welcome to the playoffs. It must feel good. And I got to give you your props. Niner Gang, the 49ers look good. Y'all look good. I cannot front. I cannot hate. None of that. Your squad looks dope. And you got just the greatest chance as any to get that bowl. But y'all know I got to go against you with the Cowboys. You know, nothing personal, but got to do it. You old enough to actually seen those Cowgirls win Super Bowl all 5. 10, do me a favor. Got me? Let me know. All right. We don't have to come in here. We don't have to come in here and old enough to watch Super Bowls all 5. Who cares? So who cares if somebody that old? Yes, Oliver. Bam. The Cowboys struggle outdoors. Send to the max, east side. Oh, yeah. Cowboys struggle outdoors. How are they supposed to win if they have to play in San Francisco or Philly? Bruh, that's what I'm saying. You hit the nail on the head. This game was our game close to what not Philly, forget Philly. We can beat Philly. To what the 49ers have. The 49ers is our boogeyman. Niner Gang, 49ers is our boogeyman. Has been for a few years now. But how are we going to go face a Christian McCaffrey if we can't stop James Cook? You know? How are we going to stop a Deebo Samuels if we can't stop a Stephon Diggs? You know? And even, let's say by some, the football gods answer the prayers and send the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl. What if you meet the Buffalo Bills again? Come on. We need to tighten up. We need to tighten up. Man. But Niner Gang, on some realness, this is Cowboys, Niners football is the rivalry. I don't care what a Philadelphia Eagles fan says. 49ers, Cowboys, Steelers, rivalries for the ages. Yeah. Jared, man, said Shady and Joy are going to kill Dak, sadly. Oh, they are. They are. And that's why I said they're going to get overzealous and they're going to start talking out the side of their necks, and they're going to start saying falsehoods. They're going to start hitting on their opinions, and that's when I'm going to get them. Like, no. Stick to the facts. Stick to the facts. Not one of these quarterbacks had a good game last night. Not one. Not one had over 100 yards passing. That ain't a good game to me. Yes, Niner gang. Packers too. You absolutely right. We're okay. Get some voodoo dolls. Man, see, one thing that I love is when other teams can come in this live, can come in our videos, and we can have these conversations, these cool adult conversations, these football conversations. When I get these people in here, y'all ain't had a Super Bowl since VCR tapes, stuff like that, I can't, I'm like, God, please. It's elementary. But I love this. Yes. All right, Keith David. I'm Keith Davis. I don't say Keith David. That's the horror coming out of me. Keith Davis. I've been a fan since 1981. And so I was about 6 years old. And I got no reason to change now. Yeah, that's it. I started playing and being a football fan at 9. And just so happens I started liking the Cowboys when I started watching football. And just so happens a year later they win the Super Bowl. So I was on cloud 9 from the first start of being a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. The year later they win the Super Bowl. Like, wow, this team is amazing. And then the following year they won again. Sitting on cloud 9. Then Niner gang, y'all got us. They got us. They got their bowl, and then we came back and got our bowl again. And we just been stagnant ever since. But that's what takes a true fan. A true fan to be here when nobody else will. When everybody else done jump ship. When your team can go 0-17 and you still be there talking about, yeah, we them boys. That's what a true fan is. And we done been down that road. Man, we done been down that road. But I don't foresee us going down that road anytime soon. And if we get bounced from the playoffs or whatever and don't make the Super Bowl, the window's not closed, guys. By any stretch of the phrase, the window is not closed. Don't get that twisted. Dak got a lot more in the tank, and we got a lot more in the tank. But, yeah. Just because you feel it this year don't mean that the feeling has to be there for just a year. You know what I'm saying? Just like the year when I became a fan, the year before, and then right after, boom, they won the Super Bowl. So I really like this team. I had a feeling about this team. And that feeling was solidified the following year, winning the Super Bowl. So just because, don't let the 4-letter and 3-letter networks tell you that, the window of opportunity is closing, because it's not. It's wide open. It is wide open. But, all right. This loss wasn't all on Dak, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. It'll be unfair when the media regurgitates the same narratives. This loss was not all on Dak. This loss was a team effort on all sides of the ball. The only ones special teams, they did their job, but defense and offense did not come to play. It was like their souls were still on the plane or still in the hotel somewhere. Like, we didn't come to play. Plain and simple. It was not just Dak Prescott, even though the narrative is going to be spun that way. Josh Allen didn't have over 100 yards passing either. So it was a nasty, gritty game, and it came down to the battle of the line of scrimmage, and they torched us on it. Nothing to do with Dak. Dak can't stop the run. For real. So please let them have that narrative, because I will call it out. That's BS. That is BS. All right. Defense cannot show up and play this poorly in Miami. No. The defense cannot show up and play this poorly in Miami. You are right. Hey, God, you absolutely right. Like, because if we go down there and we play this poorly, we're going to be the next team that they put 70 on. And can you imagine what they would have to say if the Miami Dolphins put 70 on the Dallas Cowboys? Where's this all-world defense that you guys speak about? Y'all better come with it. Y'all better come down to Florida with it. Because I know Miami going to bring it, especially in front of a home crowd. They're going to bring it. But we can't let this loss bring us down. And we won't. Because we're Cowboy Nation. We Cowboy Nation. We bounce back. We got our team. It's DC for life, no matter what. No matter what. During the offseason, it's DC for life. During the preseason, it's DC for life. We are DC for life all the time. Law Nation asked me if I slept in my jersey. I was like, nah, bro. I just wear Dallas Cowboys stuff all the time because I am DC for life. Plain and simple. And I want you guys to stick to that as well. Don't let this loss get you down. Don't let this loss put you on the train of delusion. Yeah, I like that. But continue to be DC for life. Continue to rep the Dallas Cowboys with pride, with dignity, with class. And continue just to kick the haters' ass. And lack of a better term. Lack of a better term. But I got to get up out of here, guys, because I done had y'all on here for a minute now. And I got to let you guys get back to your Sundays before you have to go to work tomorrow. But this has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I highly suggest you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to what we do here because it's free to do. You help the channel get out to more Dallas Cowboy fans, and we get to let other people express their raw and uncut as Angry Cowboys fans as well when we get on these lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, I truly appreciate y'all giving me your time on this Sunday afternoon, this Sunday night now. But with that being said, this is your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Until next time, y'all, have a good night. I'm out.
Thank you.